I recognized my wife from my best friend's fingerprints. I know everyone leaves traces, but even I didn't think I'd get this deep. My name is Michael Reed. I'm 36 years old. I work for a cybersecurity company in New York. I spend my days protecting technology from crime. I've been married for 9 years. Emily and I met in college, and her eyes for life decoded me faster than code. From the outside, our life was perfect. Joint vacations, family dinners, anniversaries. But perfect things sometimes only look that way from the outside. It's like a coded system. Once you get inside, you see the rot. Sometimes doubt doesn't come over you all of a sudden. It grows insidiously. It hides in the small details. And you only know what you're looking at when all the pieces fit together. Emily's phone screen was now always upside down. Our morning coffees were getting quiet. And those nights, the nights when he turned over in bed and texted with a smile, I only heard his laughter now when I was writing to someone else. But as an engineer, I live on data, not suspicion. I observed. I didn't talk. I watched. And then that morning, I noticed a detail on the coffee mug Jake brought me to the office. He brought it every day, but that day was different. A misty mark remained on the ceramic surface. It was as if someone else had touched it. It's an exact match to Emily's fingerprint. Jake, who's like a brother to me. That was the first shock. But the real blow was in an irreversible folder I found on Emily's old computer. The file had been deleted, yes, but the system logs were gone. Backup requests from the same IP address, Jake's personal email address, and timestamps. It coincided with my business trips. You could be wrong, I told myself. But the silent detective in me had already passed judgment. And then, the hardest data came. On the night of our wedding anniversary, Emily had an excuse to go out. The cloud account where I backed up her location, history showed a 4-hour drive to Jake's chalet, hour by hour, minute by minute. I saw Jake's car behind the apartment that night, but I rationalized it away. Coincidence, I said. But betrayal is never a coincidence. It's planned. It's timed. And most of all, it's built on the silent victim. Even on my birthday, they were together. Emily had her excuse ready. Crisis at the office. But cameras don't lie. I had set up a camera in the living room of my own house, hidden in a little frame. And that night, the silhouette that passed by that frame was Jake. Emily came home that night still wearing Jake's heavy, masculine perfume in her hair. I didn't say anything. I just smiled and said, "Are you okay?" Because I'm not that kind of guy. I don't shout. I don't break things. I don't shout the truth in people's faces. I am a man patiently digging trenches, and my silence, it's my loudest weapon. From that moment on, he was no longer a husband or a friend. I was a strategist. I was a mind machine working silently to undermine, not just the two souls who betrayed me, but an entire false life. But revenge is not won with anger, but with intelligence and patience. And that's exactly what my plan was. The first step was not to hack into the bank system, because I was already there. I had access to every detail of the life we had built together over the years. The Airbnb bookings that appeared on Emily's credit card statement were carefully tracked step by step. Entry-exit records that have not been canceled, that are still in the system, and purchases made at the same locations with Jake's company card. There was no need for CCTV footage. Date, time, address, everything was giving itself away. Next, I installed a ghost keylogger on Emily's laptop. It was low-resource software that no antivirus could detect. Now every message she sent, every word she typed went straight to me. First WhatsApp web, then Telegram, then Snapchat. Even deleted messages couldn't be deleted before they reached me. I still remember a message Emily wrote to Jake. His gaze gives me the creeps now. Sometimes he acts like he knows everything. She was right. I knew. But the real plan wasn't to catch them red-handed. No, that would only be a temporary victory. I decided to quietly plant dynamite under the false system they had built. When the time came, all it would take was a spark. I started investigating Jake's company. That's when I realized that some payments made with his company card were billed in his name as well as the company's. This opened the door to financial fraud. I collected the documents. I archived digital traces, log records, payment confirmations in a chain, and I consolidated this data into an encrypted folder. I also installed a secret app on Emily's phone. It was a system that recorded not only location but also voice. I listened to their conversations in the car and the sentences they whispered in the hotel room with my headphones at night. Every time they said "I love you," it was like a nail in my brain. But I had no emotional reaction because now I was a strategist. I wasn't going to catch them red-handed. No, it was a trap they were waiting for. Instead, I was going to set up a court theater, and they would walk on that stage playing their parts. I set up a secret meeting with Jake's corporate partner. I delivered a private file to Emily's lawyer, containing all digital records without her knowledge. A file that would destroy not only her personal, but her financial and professional reputation. The stage was ready. The lights slowly came on, and when the curtain opened, I would be just a spectator. It was Emily's birthday, like every year. This year I took over the organization of the celebrations, but this time not to order flowers, decorate the table, or prepare a playlist, to build a stage. A big curtain that would swirl around everyone. Jake was there. I made sure he was invited. My old friend, now my enemy. He shook hands looking me in the eye, oblivious to everything. Our family, our friends, our business circle. The full cast was there. Emily was at the head of the table, her usual fake smile on her face. The necklace she wore that day, and I knew Jake had given it to her months ago. There was a giant screen in the center of the room. A special birthday video from Michael, it announced. The lights went down. The music stopped. Everyone stared at the screen. The first image, a chalet, dated months ago. The camera is obviously hidden. Emily and Jake in the same bed, laughing. Whispers began in the living room. Emily's face went white. Jake's hand trembled. He dropped the glass of water. The second scene, Emily's voice recording. She's telling me about Jake. Supposedly she tells him how distant he is, that they're just friends at the office. But you can hear Jake laughing in the background. So that lie is now exposed not only to me but to everyone. The third image, a list of Jake's fake expenses from his company account. Fake hotel bills, a high consultancy fee for the days he spent with Emily. Signature, date, time. They all shoot off the screen like bullets. The mood of the hall has changed. People are too stunned to move. Some try not to look at Emily. Some turn to Jake in disgust. Emily tries to say something first. Her throat tightened. She got up, stumbled to get her bag. Jake tried to dodge out of the way to get out, but it was too late. Because 15 minutes before the video started, my lawyers had already handed over all the documents to the authorities. Jake's fraud case was opened. His business partners demanded meetings. His email inbox overflowed with accusations against him. Emily received her divorce papers the next morning. Under our marriage contract, infidelity took away all your rights. The house, the car, the accounts, even the partnership. They all turned in my favor. And me? Just standing there, looking at the two masks falling in front of me. I smiled silently. The most dangerous thing you can do when you learn of betrayal is not to shout. The most powerful response is to appear to do nothing, because revenge penetrates deepest when it is patiently prepared. Learn to shut up like Michael, because some accounts are settled, not in court, but with wit. What if it were you? Would you yell or would you keep quiet and plan? Write in the comments, I'm listening. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss such true stories. Who knows? Maybe the next story will be yours.